Well, it's time for that usual introductory rigmarole. YouTube has been conducting its own version of The Purge. So if you found yourself unsubscribed to the channel, please make sure to go and hit the subscribe button once again. And while you're at it, hit that like button and make sure to share it on social media. At the end of the video, you can find information on my Subscribestar account if you want to go and help support the channel, along with my P.O. box if you want to go and send me fan mail. And for all of you who are watching this on BitChute, sup. Which reminds me, in case my channel mysteriously disappears, you should also go and subscribe to me on BitChute. Welcome back, Pixel Nation Comics Division here. How the hell are you? So I found the following tweet floating around on Twitter, and I honestly thought it was fake. So I saw this posted by Bleeding Fool, and I was like, there's no possible way that this is real. It reads, the end of a legendary saga is also a film that fosters gender equality. Don't miss Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, December 19th in cinemas. I mean, come on, this has to be fake, right? I mean, there's like absolutely no way this could actually be a real tweet. It has to be something that could be used to go and bait the Phantom Menace into banking a bunch of videos and use to discredit them because it's bullshit, right? Well, it turns out that's actually not the case. So I found the tweet and used Google Translate on it. It's exactly what it read. The screenshot, it wasn't altered. You know, this is actually a real thing. Disney's using gender politics to go and try and get people to go see a movie. Folks, this is motherfucking Star Wars. It shouldn't have gender politics in it. I mean, for God's sake, the movie has always had Princess Leia in it, who was a strong female character who could hold her own. What made Star Wars fun to me when I was growing up is the fact that you had a really cool story featuring interesting characters. You have Luke, who's the brash pilot who is stuck on this planet and wants to get out in the galaxy and see the bigger world. You have Han Solo, who is this smuggler. He's not exactly a good guy. He's not exactly a bad guy. He kind of exists in those shades of gray and ultimately goes through this redemption arc. And then there's Princess Leia, who at a very young age was a member of the Imperial Senate. And yes, even though she needed to be rescued in Star Wars, she could actually hold her own in a fight. She is equally just as brash as Luke and is also someone who could think quickly on her feet. And ultimately, that's what made the story so interesting, was the fact that these characters didn't always get along and they did clash a bit, and they had to go and resolve their personal differences. And on top of that, each one of them had their own arc throughout the trilogy, filled with their own personal trials. Han Solo started off as a bit of a selfish jerk, only looking out for himself and his Wookiee, and ultimately at the end of the movie, he goes and changes his mind and helps Luke blow up the Death Star. And he does so with great personal risk. And ultimately this bites him in the ass in Empire Strikes Back, where he's captured by Boba Fett and then shipped off to Jabba the Hutt. After the death of his family, Luke Skywalker decides to go and follow in the footsteps of his father to become a Jedi. And of course, this is not an easy journey, and he's met with setbacks along the way, losing his hand and even being tempted by the dark side. And Leia is no pushover as well. She's strong, independent, a member of the Imperial Senate, and a key figure within the Rebel Alliance. And in a well-done role reversal, Leia goes and rescues Han from Jabba the Hutt. And we'll also just overlook the fact that she got caught. After all, it was a part of the plan, right? She's also one of the key figures that leads the battle on the forest moon of Endor, and without her, they wouldn't have been able to go and blow up the shield generator. After all, she's the one who befriended the Ewoks, which helped them go and defeat the Empire. And we'll overlook how the Empire was toppled by a bunch of teddy bears, right? I mean, they did get help from the rebellion too. Maybe? Fuck it, I don't care. So for someone to say that Star Wars needs gender equality, I have to say that you don't fucking know Star Wars. Oh, and in case you forgot, Mon Mothma, who was the leader of the rebellion, is also a woman. And don't forget there's fan favorites like Ahsoka Tano, and there's also a whole slew of female characters in the EU that, thanks to Disney, has now been erased. So the question is, does Disney Star Wars need to go and foster gender equality in The Rise of Skywalker? The answer is no, because it's already been there. And it's been there since the 70s. Thanks 2019 Identity Politics. Your services are no longer needed. You can go fuck yourself. I'll catch you next time, folks. If you enjoyed this video, go and hit that like button. And if you didn't, well, thanks for watching anyway. Make sure to subscribe for more of my crappy content and shitty opinions. Bash that bell for notifications. I don't know if it works, but it makes me feel better to tell you to do it. Kappa is just around the corner, so make sure to go and follow me on BitChute, just in case my channel magically disappears at the beginning of the year. I even have a PO box in case you want to send me fan mail. Previously, there was a bit of an issue with it, but mail is now being delivered. I also want to give a huge shout out to those who support me on Subscribestar. You guys are awesome. Special recognition goes out to EHuntington for supporting me on the I'm a sucker with a lot of dough tier, as well as checks notes. Toxic Man Flu for supporting me on the Take My Money Damn It tier. All those tier names were rather glib, and quite frankly, I didn't anticipate anyone actually signing up for them. But I do appreciate your support. So, thank you very much.